Applying Lean Six Sigma to network security.
Lean Six Sigma originated in manufacturing. Lean manufacturing was developed by Toyota in the 1950s. Six Sigma was developed by Motorola in 1986. The two combined consists of Lean Six Sigma.
Lean focuses on efficiency. Lean consists of 8 areas. 2 of the 8 will be mentioned, which is overproduction and motion. First is overproduction. Let's say a company is manufacturing cell phones. If the company manufactures more cell phones than customer demands, there will be cell phones left over that are not sold and will need to be stored. The company has to deal with wasted resources and higher costs than manufacturing an amount that equals customer demand. Likewise, if a company underproduces cell phones and does not meet customer demand, then there is loss of potential profits. Second is motion. Let's say an employee works on the manufacturing floor, is regularly going from station A to station B to station A to station B over and over again. Let's say the distance between station A and station B is 100 feet. If the distance between station A to station B can be reduced from 100 feet down to 20 feet, then employee morale has improved because the job requirements of the employee are lowered, while still maintaining production standards.
Benefits of Lean include 1. Increased sales and revenue, 2. Lower costs, and 3. Improved work experience for employees. Six Sigma is about quality. For an automotive manufacturer to meet Six Sigma standards, for every million cars produced, no more than 3.4 cars are allowed to have defects. This number comes from a statistical analysis which is beyond the scope of this video. Lean Six Sigma concepts that can be applied to network security are 1. Risk assessment, 2. KaiZen, and 3. Poka-yoke. First, risk assessment. The cybersecurity framework determines risk to be equal to severity times likelihood.
Here is a risk assessment matrix. Severity increases from left to right, and likelihood increases from top to bottom. Sometimes the word consequence is used instead of severity. Both are synonymous for this application. If a potential cybersecurity incident has a low likelihood and low severity, it will probably be green with a low risk number. If a potential cybersecurity incident has a high likelihood and high severity, it will probably be red and have a high risk number. The higher the risk number for a potential cybersecurity incident, the more concerned about the potential incident that an organization's cybersecurity staff should be. The higher the risk number for a potential cybersecurity incident, the more work should be done by cybersecurity professionals to manage the potential cybersecurity incident.
The Lean Six Sigma assessment framework adds a third factor, which is identifiability. In the Lean Six Sigma framework, risk equals severity times likelihood times identifiability. Identifiability is when a security incident happens. How easy or hard to know that the security incident actually happened. For example, a denial of service would have a low value for identifiability, because everyone will know pretty soon when a denial of service happens. On the other hand, credential harvesting would have a high value for identifiability, because it could take months before it is known that credential harvesting actually happened. This third factor can be used for a further analysis of potential security threats. Identifiability can also be used as a tiebreaker when evaluating 2 different types of security threats. Second, KaiZen, which is a Japanese term meaning continuous improvement. You may want to add this to your company's or department's core values. Examples of KaiZen are 1. Staying up to date on software patches. 2. Making sure that the hardware in use is up to date. 3. Replacing legacy systems with newer operating systems. 4th, staying up to date on knowledge of new common vulnerabilities and exposures. 5th, continual training. And finally, lifelong learning, which is the bottom line job responsibility of a cybersecurity professional.
Another example of KaiZen is the software and system development life cycle. First, a company starts with software specifications, which is the requirement analysis. Second, the company determines the software design and the framework for the software. Third, the company moves to the software implementation phase where the software coding takes place. Fourth is software validation, where the code is tested. And fifth is the software evolution phase, which consists of maintenance and further development. Afterwards, if the software is successful, the next version of the software will repeat the cycle starting with the software specifications of the next version in the requirement analysis phase. If the software flops, the company goes back to the drawing board and tries again with a different software which will have a different requirement analysis, and the cycle repeats itself.
A person who believed in continuous improvement is former head coach of the Indianapolis Colts and Super Bowl 41 champion Tony Dungy. He believed in the continual training and improvement of his players. His goal at the start of every season was that every returning player will be better than the start of the previous season. He did not worry about the fact that some players may end up leaving the Colts to play for opposing teams. Continual improvement of his players was his primary goal, regardless of each player's future decisions regarding their own NFL career.
Poka-yoke is a Japanese term meaning mistake proofing or error prevention. This is not about protection from malicious actors. This is about preventing an honest person from making an honest or dumb mistake. An everyday example of Poka-yoke is your microwave oven. When you are microwaving food in a microwave oven, and you open the microwave door, a safety interlock intervenes and shuts the microwave down, so you don't microwave your face off, and there would be lawsuits out the wazoo.
Examples of Poka-yoke are the following. First, network segmentation, so a user doesn't inadvertently access a part of the network that is not necessary for the user's job responsibilities. Second, automation or checklists for routine tasks, which prevents likelihood of human error. Third, least privilege in network administration. This ensures users only have access privileges needed for each user's job responsibilities. Network administrators can always change privileges for a user when a user's job responsibilities change. Fourth, tags attached to hardware containing ID and specifications. This will let staff know what is the intended purpose of each piece of hardware. Managed switches will have a tag with its intended IP address to make sure configurations are done correctly. More examples of Poka-yoke are the following. First, pop-ups such as "Are you sure?" on critical executions, and "Do you want an attachment?" on emails to prevent users from sending an email without an attachment when an attachment is needed, as well as other types of pop-ups. Second, assigning read, write, and execute privileges for software development for individual users to prevent unintentional programming errors. Third, warning banners on folders and files to prevent unnecessary access as well as preventing unnecessary use of time by users. Fourth, password protection on folders and files to prevent users from inadvertently accessing folders not relevant to the user's job responsibilities. Here are companies that currently use or have previously used Lean Six Sigma. Here is the title of a cybersecurity article that supports Lean Six Sigma.
In food manufacturing, the worst mistake someone can make is being fired from the M&M factory for throwing away the W's.
I hope after watching this video, you will naturally think of other ways to improve your network security. If you like this video, please subscribe, please like, leave a comment, share, and watch other videos on this YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.